Peace, peace, good people. Bald Head Harriet coming to you today. Coming out and chit chat with you guys, give you a little reading piece. Just hang out with y'all. It's been a while since I've just been actually able to, just kind of chit chat and talk. I uploaded a video on last night. I had actually prepared two vids for y'all. And on the first vid, I was kind of ranting about, okay, well, first of all, hello. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you do choose to subscribe and stay. OGs and returnees, welcome back. Okay, so I have to give that out right there. But yeah, I just kind of went on a little tangent, a little rant about spiritual misconduct, and how there is conduct in the spiritual community, and I'm seeing a lot of people not respect it, not represent the spiritual community, especially seasoned spiritualists, them not representing it in the ways that our ancestors and our higher forces would be proud of. But then as I was getting ready to upload it, Spirit said, nah, leave it alone. Because I had made two videos, right? The one that I did upload. Spirit said, now post that other one. Post the one talking to the newbies. Post the one talking to the ones that maybe just have lost their mojo and they need a little inspiration, or they need a little, little boost to get back on, the tip. So that's what I decided to post. I did not post the rant. I may post bits and pieces of it in shorts. I don't know. I'm going to see. Because at the end of the day, wickedness has nothing to do with me. I'm not a wicked woman, even though I do look it, and I can become whatever the moment needs, right? I can become what I am a woman of the arts. So if I have to go dark, I can, I will, I have no problem with that. But I really like to stay in the light. I'm a dark goddess that likes to stay in the light. And I'm a festive goddess. You see my stuff back there. And let me tell you something. Do not get it twisted. I don't care what another spiritualist tells you. I don't care what the spiritual community tells you. Real spiritualist women are still very festive. We celebrate holidays. We don't care nothing about the history in behind all of the holidays. We don't care nothing about that. We know that what we celebrate and how we celebrate it has nothing to do with what your history books taught you. Okay, so I'm always celebrate whatever birthdays, whatever holidays, whatever I want to celebrate. Okay, I'm a festive witch. Okay, I am a goddess of opulence. Okay, so I enjoy dressing up my home to match the vibration. I know what to use holiday energies for. Okay, so you can sit somewhere and not eat and not, dress your house up and turn your nose up to people who have decor and, oh, you got up a Christmas tree. Do you know what that means? All of that old silly shit. You sit and live your life boring over there, don't eat no chicken, don't eat sweet potatoes, I don't do this, I don't do that. That's fine. But don't go judging other people who decide to utilize that energy and enjoy the festive energy, okay? I remember a little girl, when my daughters were around 6 or 7, or maybe 7 or 8. We was over a friend of mine's house, and she was the kind that didn't believe in Santa Claus. She didn't teach her children nothing. Like on Christmas, they wouldn't do anything. Bless their hearts, and they are some of the little weirdest kids ever right now. But anyway, and her little girl told my little girls that there was no Santa Claus. So I had some choice words for that mother and her little girl, because don't come raining on our parade. I believe that children, until they get a certain age, deserve to just have fun. They deserve to be able to just enjoy the festivities and the fun. Everything that I know now, my children are grown. My children are 23 and 24. So, of course, I have taught as I've learned. So they know now, but I didn't kill their vibe as children. I let children be children. Okay? Just like I had an older sister who didn't want her daughter to be a part of Halloween. And it used to break my little niece down because she wanted to do what the other she just wanted to have fun. Kids don't give a damn about all of that adult shit. We may know the truth about a lot of shit, but in order for your children to just enjoy childhood, to make memories of their youth, in their youth, while they're young, I don't think it's fair for parents to force very harsh, negative, maybe not truths on their children. So I did it. Now, again, since my children are older, okay, I let them phase out. I never told them Santa Claus wasn't real. Now, I will say, they never believed that a fat white man with a white beard was coming and giving them anything. I never pushed that. It doesn't matter that that's what they saw on commercials. I never promoted that, okay? But did I promote that there is a secret person that reads your Christmas list? Because I used to make a Christmas list every year, right? We even used to go outside and I would give them boxed mashed potatoes and I let them sprinkle it in the grass so they would believe that that was reindeer food, okay? My babies lived the Christmas life, okay? And if I have grandkids, neither one of them have children yet, but if I have grandkids, I'm gonna do the same thing. With the great grandkids, I'm gonna do the same thing, okay? So, yeah, I just never believed in killing the vibe for the children. So they just believed that there was a like a secret person, okay, that read their Christmas list, that blessed them with everything that they wanted, right? So, I made it work for me, okay? I believe that everybody should make it work for them the way they need to make it work for them. I'm a big believer that you don't kill the vibe for children. Okay, you don't kill the vibe for children. So anyway, I just said all that to say, just in case, I'm talking to some people who are pagan, but they don't believe in celebrating Christmas, or you might have watched some other stuff and said, oh, I thought she was a witch. Why do that? So anyway, just addressed all of that for that reason. Now let's get back to what I was talking about a few minutes ago, that there's a lot of wicked energy on the internet. Matter of fact, it has been taken over by wicked energy, okay? And people are falling in the pit. I have seen people who started off, I have watched channels on Instagram that started off pure and enlightening, and now because they have the huge following, they're only doing, it's like everything they do is about money. It's everything that they're saying it's selling people wooden nickels, and I just don't like that. But maybe that's because I'm a teacher at heart, I'm a leader at heart, I'm a mentor at heart, I'm an advisor at heart, I'm a therapist at heart. So I don't believe in giving people spells or rituals to feed their flesh. I believe in giving people information and enlightenment that's going to help them believe in themselves, help them understand who they are and tap their power. And so the video that I did upload, I did speak on a few things that I feel people who are new to this should begin to do first, okay? So anyway, go back and watch that video. It may or may not be interesting to you, okay? But for those of you who are watching this because you did watch the last vid and you saw me upload this vid, you're probably wondering, if you didn't read the commentary, because I put it in the description why I did not upload the first video, okay? So anyway, I know I have rambled on. I am going to give you guys a little reading today. I have not used my Tarot Illuminati deck in a while, so it's been begging to come out. So I'll do that in just a minute. But I do want to talk very briefly about the season that we're in. We've just entered into Sagittarius season. We have a new moon coming up in Sag. Then, of course, we're going to go on into Capricorn and then on into Aquarius. Let me tell you something about these darker winter months. This is a time to stand down. This is a time to hibernate. This is a time to plan. This is a time to write out how you would like to see your new year unfold. Now, yes, we know from a Gregorian calendar standpoint that the new year is going to start on January 1st. But those of us who know, and I'm not going to get too much off into this because I let people do whatever they want to do, because to some people, January 1st is the best time for them to start new things. And it works for them, Okay, but now there are some of us that are in alignment with nature, that are in alignment with the cosmos, that are in alignment with the phases and the cycles of Mother Nature. So we know that the original natural new year is the spring equinox, March 21st. Was it March 19th? Somewhere around that time. I believe it's March 21st, though. So we know that that's when Mother Nature wakes up out of her slumber, right? So the new year actually starts in March. We're not finished completing the winter solstice cycle January 1st. I digress because I don't want this to become too, because that's not what I'm here for today, okay? So, but I do want to continue on why I even brought that up, which is this is not the time to be doing a lot. Everyone should have really went into hermit mode, okay, around September when Virgo season stepped in the building, okay? That was the time to begin to lay back, stand down, and begin to focus in. All of your services and servicing should have went within, okay? I don't know what people were doing. Quite frankly, it's not even my business what people did. I think I made a few videos on my main Instagram page, which I have deactivated for a while. And if you're from my original Instagram page, and you've been wondering, where is Empress Nuku? Oh, I'm here, alive and well and great and opulent and as luxurious as I want to be, okay? But I made a decision in September I knew I was going to scale back. I don't think I shut my page down until a little bit after or around Halloween. I felt the energy coming down the pipeline, especially because of the election. So I was like, oh no, honey, y'all not gonna bombard my timeline with that fuckery, because I don't care what's going on out there. You know, I have created my own queendom. So ain't no president over here. I am my president. I am my own president. Okay. So yeah, I shut my stuff down. And actually, before I shut it down, I actually went through and did some landscaping. So I took my followers down to about 600. I had 15, but you know, I was obedient to what Spirit had told me to do. Spirit had told me to landscape and then shut it down. Okay. So yeah, I went through a process, and I normally go through a very transformative time anytime Scorpio enters into, you know, my life. Okay, that was Scorpio season, right? So, but I also knew during Virgo season, during September, that okay, this is the thing. I got the memo. I got the spiritual memo in September to begin to idle down. Okay, so I took time to, again, landscape my page. I kind of fell back on going not live, but making videos like this and posting them. I scaled down until I scaled it off. Okay. And again, I'm gonna eventually, I don't know when, okay, because those who know how to find me, who need my services, they know how to find me. If you don't know how to find me, then I'm probably not even for you. I'm not even the spiritualist to assist you, because people have found me. And it's not hard to find me, but those who really need my services know how to get in contact with me. Now, I will say this too. I haven't been offering services to newcomers, or to people that I feel like need to trust their own insight. I've had a few people reach out and ask me for certain things, and as I get detailed information from them, I say, oh no, that's something you can handle. Okay. But you know, I use my discernment on who I'm going to allow access to my energy right now, okay? And this is what I'm speaking on once I get to the point. You know, I get wordy because I be having a lot to say, okay? But everyone should have kind of gotten some type of memo to scale back, to stand down around Virgo season, okay? I believe when Libra season came in, that was more of an opportunity for everybody to kind of take evaluation over their relationships with God, with their parents, with their lovers, with their children, with their family, with ourselves. Okay, so that's why it's good to follow the flow of the season, because Virgo season, hermit mode, and I'm saying hermit mode for those of you who are not aware of what hermit mode is. That's a card in the tarot deck, and most of the times when that card comes out, it's telling you to stand down and go within. There's time for that. It's time for some inner reflection. It's time for you to tap some inner wisdom, and you stay there. Okay, you stay there for a while, okay, until you get the green light to come on back out. So for those of you who did that, okay, you probably got your own whispers on certain things that you needed to do. Many people probably ignored it. Many people right now are chaotic because they did not pump the brakes. So you feel like a transmission that's never cutting off. You're probably tired, you're drained, your body is feeling it, your mental stability is probably very wavy. You don't have clarity because you can't stay in go mode 12 months out the year. You can't. It's a time to go, it's a time to stop. Okay? And you get the nudge to begin to stop in September. Okay? So trying to figure out how I want to connect this, because I know I was speaking on, I hate when I do that. I get all these transmissions and then I cut myself off to start that. But I think I've brought it back full circle, right? But yes, things that everyone needs to be doing at this moment. Fall back. It's time to go into a hibernation. Okay, and begin to plan. Oh, that's where I was going with it. To begin to plan mentally and even physically, as far as like writing things down, making your vision boards, writing your journals, doing your own readings, laying cards for what you want to see and how you want to unfold your 2025. We're going into a 9-year. So it's very important what you do this year, because after 2025, we'll start a whole new cycle. Okay, 9s are endings and beginnings. Okay, now, yes, I know that 2026 will be a 10-year, but technically, that's kind of when it starts all over. Okay, that's when it starts all over. But everybody has a different outlook. If you are up on that type of knowledge when it comes to numerology and all that good stuff, everybody's going to have a different opinion on the 9, the 10, and the 11. So do as you willst with that information, or continue to listen. But 2025 is going to be and where other people are saying it's going to be chaotic, I don't think it's going to be chaotic. I think it's going to be a very good year for those who know what to do with the energy. Okay, for some people it's time out for a lot of stuff. For some people, you have already been told there's certain things that you need to stop doing. It's certain places you need to stop going. It's certain environments and atmospheres that you need to no longer attend. It's certain things that you offered, be it personal or be it business wise, that you don't need to offer anymore. Like I got the whisper on certain types of readings that I was offering that I don't need to offer no more. Certain services that I was offering that I don't need to offer no more. I've elevated past that. And anybody that needs that type of service or needs that type of reading, they would be dragging me back to an energy that I have graduated from. Okay. And it is time for them to find another way to figure out whatever answers or resolution they were looking for when they would come to me to get those particular services and those particular readings. Right. So yeah, when I come back, when I pop back out on my Instagram page, oh honey, that's going to be a big change, and it's just going to be a lot of things that I'm just not offering anymore, right? So I understand the obedience of the whisper. When I'm told to stop doing something, I just stop. And I ain't always been no obedient woman, but the older you get, the more seasoned you become, and the more you tap into your soul's essence, the easier it is to just stop when you're told to stop. Okay, so hermit mode, dealing with your inner circle, and now with us going into Sagittarius season, what do you believe about you and for you? This has nothing to do with outside. What is your philosophy? What do you believe about you? Because everything outside of you is nothing but a reflection and a projection of what's inside of you. So if your world is chaotic, that's because everything in you is chaotic. If your world is sad and depressed, that's because everything in you is sad and depressed. If you are excited and new opportunities are coming to you and you making money, that's because everything inside of you is prosperous and abundant. Okay? So a woman, man thinketh, so it is. But you have to take time out to know what you think. Sag season is about finding out your truths, your philosophies, and living by them. Not trying to start channels and start businesses, forcing that on everybody else. It's kind of time out for that. That's another whisper I got for the collective. I had actually did a reading on YouTube or for YouTube, but Spirit told me don't post it. And anytime Spirit tells me don't post something, I don't. Okay, I don't question it either. If I get ready to post something and something in my soul says it's just what I will say is I believe, because I never question my spirit. I just don't. I trust that whatever it tells me, it just is what it is. But I believe in my heart that the reason I was told not to post that is because it's just time for everybody to, you either know or you don't. Point blank, period. You either about it or you not. You either real or you fake. You either ready or you're not. Okay? And that's a decision that everybody has to come upon by themselves, because salvation and elevation is an individual process. And too many people depend on what other people say to them to make their decision on what they're going to do, when everything you need is within you, but you have to convene with yourself. Many people are tapping into information and learning things, and that's wonderful. That's fine. I love some of this new movement, the new age community, and they're tapping in, but they're missing the point. You tapping in to teach you. Many people are now trying to tap in so they can start a channel, start a page, start a business, start a service, trying to teach everybody this. You don't even know enough about yourself to be trying to help somebody else. So it leads me to think, and this is one of the things that I kind of went on that rant about that I decided not to upload. It leads me to think that you're only tapping in so you can get some type of attention, so you can get some type of pat on the back, and it's like an ego trip, you know. A newbie has no. Well, okay, so let me stop, because I was about to go into the rant. I want to so bad, but so take this time out, especially right now. If you're watching this video right now, or whenever you catch this video, because somebody might watch this 2-3 years from now, and it could be in the middle of April, okay? But if you catch it right now, you know, within the few days that I've uploaded it, understand that we have a new moon in Sag. Wonderful energy, wonderful, excited, or can be exciting energy, depending on what you use it for. Okay, again, Sagittarius energy. Is about expanding what you believe. If you already believe a little bit, then it's time to deep dive over into more of it. It's time for the research. It's time for the education. It's one thing to do, you know, that personal research, but for some of y'all, it's time to actually go back to school and really get some type of mastered understanding. Now, that could be an actual university, or it could just be getting under the tutelage of a well-renowned, real guru, if that's what you feel like you need to do. But I do know that this is the time, Sagittarius season, where you invest in knowledge, invest in the education of things that you understand or things that you want to understand. Okay, so every season, every month has its own directions and things that you should be doing, but most people just don't follow it. Okay, some don't know, some don't care. Okay, I mentioned on the previous video that I believe, and I've seen it happen time and time again, that there's only 3 reasons that people are not following the laws of the universe is either they're lazy, afraid, or confused. And I taught how all three of those things can be X'd out so you can tap into the highest, greatest version of yourself and get the most updated information out of your soul. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to end that because I feel like that I've said enough for you to understand what to be doing in this current season. Because let me tell you something. Once we go over into Capricorn season, oh honey, this light and this warmth that we're feeling during Sagittarius season ain't gonna feel like it when we go over into Capricorn. Capricorn is like, even though it's an earth sign, it's ruled by Saturn. Saturn wants to know, okay, so now what have you learned, and what are you going to do with what you've learned? Capricorn season is about structure. It's about organization. It's tough love and very harsh guidance. But you don't have to worry about that if you've been doing the work. You know how, back in school, those people who just didn't sit, let me tell you something. Sitting in class bullshitting, so now it's time to take the test, and you looking on everybody else's paper and you raising your hand because you need the teacher come over there. But the teacher said, I told you Monday to be prepared for this test Friday, but you bullshitted all week. You bullshitted all week. Now you need help. Had you been doing what you needed to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you would have aced this test Friday. That's Saturn. What have you been doing March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November, December? What have you been doing to prepare? Okay, so I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Now let's go ahead and jump into this reading. Okay, but yeah, let's just do the work, y'all. It's just time to be responsible. Yeah, you may want to start a little business. Yeah, you might want to share what you know. Yeah, but if that's not the assignment that your soul has given you, don't do that. Because I feel like if you're trying to start a business or offer services that have nothing to do with what your soul is telling you to do, then you ain't no better than these wicked people who are doing something for money, doing something for clout, doing something for the Instagrams, or doing something for Facebook. It's nothing wrong with helping people. Now, I'm so I don't want nobody to think, oh, well, you help people. I do. But in the very beginning, I didn't. In the very beginning, I set myself down and I learned everything that I needed to learn. I engulfed my soul. But see, I'm a different type of person because I enjoyed being a very solitary witch. So I didn't want nobody to know. And I took myself off the scene and deep dived. And when I did pop up, baby, I was already fully ready. I had been dipping and dabbing. I've been dipping and dabbing for years, but I had been dipping and dabbing with learning new things and upgrading the knowledge on the things that I already knew before I jumped out and started doing anything. But what I'm noticing is you got 18, 19-year-olds trying to start counseling service. What the fuck you gonna counsel? You can't counsel nobody. What you finna counsel, a 5-year-old? You can't counsel nobody. You ain't got no business reading somebody. Hell, you ain't even made it through your Saturn return. So it's stuff like that that I be noticing going on. And I'm not, even though I'm very mother goosey, I can't help it. My Jupiter is in Cancer, so I love to teach and I love to help and I love to, bring people. I just love to love. I love to nurture. But just like I love to nurture, I also, I scold right at the same time, And I don't have no problem with telling somebody when they're wrong. I always have done that. Because I'm a mother and a father, okay? In the cosmos, I'm a mother and a father. And I have very expansive capabilities. Okay, and that has, bothered people throughout, friendships and relationships because I have the immense ability to lean to the left, lean to the right, and be standing on business when I lean. And then I also know how to come back neutral and let people find their way on their own. Okay, so thank you, sweet spirit, for using me as a trusted and true vessel to bring about a message for the collective that will soon be here to view this reading. If you have stayed 29 minutes through my chattering, I say to you, may you receive all that time back, and may this reading benefit you, answer some questions, or give you some type of enlightenment, okay? Show me clearly what it is that you want the people to know, sweet spirit. So the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, exploration. I do know that many of you are standing at the dock of the bay, watching all of your new boats come in, new cargo coming in. Many of you planted seeds and did everything that I've just recently talked about. Many of you started that in September. Many of you started it before September. And now you are able to fall back, sit back, and chill out and watch your ships come in. Many of y'all ships came in last month. I say thank you, spirit. Many of y'all spirits came, well, could be spirits. Some of y'all tapped into some spirits, saw some spirits, conversed with some spirits last month. But many of y'all saw some rewards from, what is that on my hand? Oh, that my incense, I'm sorry. Many of y'all saw rewards from some work that you did. You saw it during Scorpio season. You saw it during October, November. You received some type of release, relief, and or reward. Okay, show me more. Show me clearly. We all get what we deserve, right? Every last one of us. We all get what we deserve, whether that's good, bad, right, wrong, light, ugly, dark, light. Seven of Swords. I know that many of you had to leave some stuff behind, and you may were not able to be honest about why you had to leave it behind, because there was a bigger picture. You had bigger fish to fry. So to some people, they're going to feel like you betrayed them. They're going to feel like you did some treachery. And on the surface, because they don't know why you did it, that's exactly how it's going to appear. But I believe that you, like, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a perfect example. You've been knowing you needed to get out of that relationship, but there was some type of trauma bond, maybe. So maybe you had to wait till he went to work, pack your stuff up, and leave. Because you didn't have the wherewithal to say, hey, I'm leaving you, because maybe he or she would start crying, and that emotional connection would have pulled you back in. Okay, for some of y'all, you've been on these jobs a long time. You've been wanting to leave. You have a good rapport with the boss. You love your coworkers, but you know it's just time for you to go so you can grow. So you gave a little 3-day notice and didn't even finish after 3 days. It's stuff like that. I don't think it's anything. It's not something that you did out of deceit. It's something that you did to kind of defend your energy while you were doing it, because you just had to make some shit shake. Seven of Swords, okay? And I think even you felt like you was doing something dishonorable, because I want to be able to tell this person why I'm doing this, but I can't. Sometimes you got to protect the reason why you're doing something until things kind of clear, right? And I see how this is, in connection with one another, because maybe you got the whisper, the divine whisper. And when y'all hear me say the whisper, I'm talking about that God whisper. We all get it. Some people ignore it. Some people don't. I'm talking to somebody who didn't ignore that divine whisper. Hey, you need to leave, because I got something for you over there. You don't have time to go back and forth with this person, this place, this thing on why you leaving. You need to be obedient to what I'm telling you and get on away from over there and get over here. Okay? That's what time it is with what you had to do. Okay? Show me more. Show me clearly. This was, in my opinion, this was a life or death situation. This might have had something to do with your freedom. This might have had something to do with your personal power, how you felt about you, your energy, your ambition. You may have been in a place or with a person or around people or doing something that was draining you. And again, you might have still loved this thing, loved that person, loved this place, whatever the case. It was no beef. You know how you just got to cut a friend off? You love her, but I just can't hang with you no more. To her, betrayal, deceit. I thought you loved me. I thought we were friends. Okay, so it's like that. But you had to do what that whisper told you to do, because maybe that person that placed that thing was in the way of what the whisper was telling you is coming your way. You can't receive these ships if you still over there with people, places, and things that I've told you you have to remove yourself from in order to receive.